What is up, Mortals? I'm the attack here. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, bringing you guys another My First video. Now today we're going to be talking about my first drink. And no, I'm not talking about the half a beer your father gives you after Super Bowl 32 to try and gain your respect back after you found out that he cheated on your mother with his 27-year-old secretary. I'm talking about the first time that I reenacted a regular Tuesday night for Lindsay Lohan and managed to get so blackout drunk that most of this story is what I have heard from other people involved. So as most of you guys know, I didn't touch alcohol till I hit college. Now, I wasn't a big partier in high school. On a technicality, I found out that you have to be invited to the party to actually go. Now, I'm not saying that I wasn't invited to parties, guys, but my grandmother did not allow us to drink alcohol at her house, so my first drink was a lot later in life than most of you guys have experienced. Now, as some of you may know, I decided to attend college a fair distance away from my hometown, mainly because I was sick and tired of my parents coming down at 2 a.m. telling me that I had better things to do with my life than sit and play video games, and my only response to them would be, "This will all make sense to you someday." And look who's laughing now. I guess it has amounted to one good thing: my parents don't have to pay for my shrink anymore. What a waste of time that was, when all along I could have spent my nights talking to strangers on the internet about my embarrassing life story. Now, this is one thing that 100% of my family doesn't understand, but maybe one day when I'm buying BMWs and getting rub downs from subpar looking models at Alki David's secret gaming dungeon, it will all make sense. Now, that concludes self-therapy session for today. It's time to get on with this story. So I know a lot of people who go away alone to college, don't know anyone. It's basically a fresh new start, new town, new school. You gotta make a name for yourself, and that's probably the toughest part that I found. I kind of used my knowledge of working out in the gym to construct my super douchey group of friends to hang out with, but I knew to be socially accepted into the whole college realm, I had to take on drinking at one point, and I thought, what a great way to do it than at a concert. So actually, if you guys know the artist Chaos, I don't know if that's a super Canadian artist or whatnot, he's some sort of rap mogul, hippie-ish kind of thing, and it was actually a pretty cool concert. He actually played at our university, and my friends thought it would be a good idea for me to have my first drink that night. So me not knowing much about this alcoholic world that I was about to enter, I kind of took a chip off my father's shoulder, walked into the liquor store, and bought the gayest beer that you could possibly buy at university. I basically did not know the college standards for alcohol is the more alcoholic content, the shittier the beer tastes, the cooler you are. Now, thinking back on it, I probably shouldn't have gone with a classy beer like Sleeman's, as I was not overseeing blueprints with my business partner. I was trying to get so blackout drunk that I woke up with a slutty college girl next to me. But at that point, I no longer cared. I was just hoping that my fake ID looked enough like me that I could grab the beer, get back to my dorm room, and start bonding with the bros over a crisp glass of amber ale. Now, looking back on it, I'm even mad at myself for making that terrible beer choice. Every time I think about Sleeman's, I think about two British people having an intellectual conversation about absolutely nothing. Oh yes, Winston, have you tried the new amber ale? It's absolutely marvelous. Why, yes, I have. It is quite lovely indeed. Yes. What a fucking idiot I was. But anyways, we managed to get safely back to my room, cold beer in one hand, a 24-pack of condoms in the other hand, ready for a great night of broing out. Now, I felt like a complete rookie because all of my friends were doing this, air quote, shotgunning thing that you do with beer. I'm well aware of it now because I spent the other year and a half of college doing it. It's basically when you cut a little slit at the bottom of the can, open the top, and it basically floods into your mouth, and this in fact gets you super drunk super quick. But I thought I would ease my way, I guess lubricate myself so I didn't tear any vaginal muscles, and I opened my beer up, started drinking, and basically once you get past that initial putrid taste of wheat and mold and just sickening, there's no way I can basically describe it. It actually tastes pretty good, and I'll tell you right now that I am a beer drinker only, mainly for the fact that when I drink hard alcohol, I wake up nude or with a fat chick. So basically, before heading to the concert, my friends wanted to hang out with these three girls they were trying to bang. We went up to their dorm room, and our first impression walking in the door was, wow, these girls are absolutely beautiful. So we introduced ourselves, said our hellos, and sat in awkward silence while we watched our one friend try and wheel this subpar, average-looking girl. Now at this point, I was about 3 or 4 beers down on my first time drinking. I am built bigger, so it didn't affect me to the full extent that it has probably affected some of you guys after drinking that amount of alcohol. But I definitely did feel a certain warmth leading to certain parts of my body, which actually felt kind of wonderful in a way that I'd never experienced before. I assume that this was the inebriation kicking in, and at this point I basically let the alcohol take me into a new heavenly world of unicorns and lollipops. But anyways guys, this is going to be a 3-part video. This night does not just end with me sitting on the floor in a dorm room, so please stay tuned for more. This is the part where I awkwardly ask you guys to please like / favorite / comment on the video, because it honestly does help me, and I'm gonna be legit with you guys from now on. Not saying this whole bullshit where I'm going to never do that. You know, if you guys want to take the time to do that, I would really appreciate it. If not, it's not a huge deal. I just won't send you guys naked pictures of me over Skype. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. More to come. Thanks for watching. I'm the Attack, and I am out.